Hey everybody, what's going on today? This is Bridge the Gap, and today we'll be talking about the next step in eliminating bad habits, which is making gradual 1% improvements. There are many books that I've read that talked about this approach to changing habits. Atomic Habits, Mini Habits, and Superhuman by Habit. I put a link to those books below. When I first read about this approach, I thought it was never going to work. I was 30 pounds overweight, and I didn't want to wait 5 more years to lose it. But I can honestly say making gradual 1% improvements changed my life. I use this 1% rule to not only lose weight but to add other great habits to my life, such as eating healthy, meditation, and reading. It is extremely important that you recognize that you didn't get your bad habits overnight, so you're not going to get rid of them overnight. Changing habits happens over time. So what am I talking about when I say make a gradual 1% change? This means if you want to adopt a new positive habit into your life, make it too small to fail. There are only 2 rules. Do the new habit for a minimum of 2 minutes every day and never miss your new habit 2 days in a row. For example, when I was failing over and over to lose weight, I made a commitment that I would exercise for just 2 minutes every day. If I want to stop after 2 minutes, I would allow myself to do so. I know it sounds crazy, but I lost over 30 pounds this way, because a funny thing happens once you get going. You don't want to stop. There's actual science to support this. Think of Newton's laws. An object at rest will stay at rest unless an external force acts upon it. An object that is in motion will not change its velocity unless an external force acts upon it. In other words, the hardest part of doing anything is getting started. Once you are started, it's easy to keep going. I commit to exercising for just 2 minutes, but rarely do I exercise for 2 minutes. Once I get going, I go for 15 minutes, sometimes up to an hour. I didn't lose 30 pounds by exercising for 2 minutes every day. I lost 30 pounds by committing that I would do a minimum of 2 minutes, knowing full well that once I got going, I would keep going. I used this 1% principle for every positive habit I wanted to introduce. I made a commitment that I would meditate for just 2 minutes every day. I made a commitment that I would change my diet just 1 meal at a time. And I made a commitment that I would read for 2 minutes every day. In many ways, your brain works like a rocket ship. Most of the energy is used getting it off the ground. Once it is off the ground, it is so much easier to keep it going. Remember the formula. 1 small step plus desired behavior equals a high probability of going longer. Some days I didn't have it, and that is okay. But as long as I did the 2-minute minimum, I would think of it as a win. If you're struggling to change your habits, give this a try. It is so much more effective than trying to make a massive habit change all at once. The next thing I do is I keep a habit tracker. A habit tracker is a list of all the things I wanted to do every day. It has the date on the top and a list of the habits down the side. Every time I complete a habit, I put an X in the box. My goal is to see how long I can keep the streak going and to make sure that I never miss 2 days in a row. I use this same approach to get rid of bad habits. Let's look at the example of quitting porn. Many men commit to never watching it again come some future date, whether it's Monday, January 1st, or next week. Then they continue to relapse over and over. Why is this? It's because porn produces one of the greatest rewards you can get in life, an orgasm. Therefore, it's very unlikely that a porn habit can just be dropped with willpower alone, because this habit is so ingrained. You need a plan, a strategy. So commit to never watching porn 2 days in a row. After some time, extend this, challenge yourself to see how long you can keep the streak going of not watching porn. Put an X on the calendar for every day you don't watch it. After a few days, you'll have a chain. Just keep at it and the chain will grow longer every day. Your only job is to not break the chain. If you do break it, forgive yourself and start over. And remember that you're starting from a much different place from where you left off. If you do this while focusing on the new positive habits, you'll find that eventually you get to the point where you have so much fulfillment and energy that you no longer need porn to fill a void within yourself. The porn habit will get smaller and smaller until it no longer has a hold on you. As James Clear put it, making a choice that is 1% better or 1% worse seems insignificant in the moment. But over the span of moments that make up a lifetime, these choices determine the difference between who you are and who you want to be. Success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. Every decision you make is not a decision about what to do, it's a decision about who you are. And it's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, it's what we do consistently. If you only get one thing from this video, make sure it's this. The most challenging part of changing habits is getting started. And once you get started, it's so much easier to keep going. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Thank you for listening, and I put a link to the next video below. Thanks again.